Hey everybody, Brian here from Fitzpatrick's. I want to show you this car here. This is a 2017 Honda CRV. It's a twilight blue actually. It was a reasonably seldom colour in them. Looks really nice. This one's a nice one because it has some features like heated leather and some side steps which don't normally come in them. Anyway, if there's information you want on this car, 086 843 1945, call, text, WhatsApp, and I'd be happy to run through information on the car or financing the car, or if you want information about trading in or scrapping an old car. We are Fitzpatrick's Garage, a family-run business in operation for almost, actually more than 70 years. Anyway, let's have a look around the car on the outside, the inside. We'll go for a quick drive in the car as well. In terms of the inside of the car, nice big touchscreen here with a big Garmin navigation, but you know, Bluetooth and all that kind of stuff in through there as well. The gear stick's lovely where it is, so the steering you can get a nice setup, and the gear stick where it is kind of high, so it feels quite nice. And the engine's a punchy engine, 120 horsepower, 300 newton meters of torque. So remember, the old version of this, 2.2, 340 newton meters of torque. This is 1.6, 300 newton meters of torque, but this one knocks out over 50 miles per gallon. That's the big difference. So it's an enjoyable car to drive. Sits nicely on back roads. I've driven loads of these over the years. I'd always be confident driving them on back roads. I feel like a Honda Civic. They don't roll, they don't pitch. You know, it's a car that'll make you feel confident when you're driving on the back road. And the interior then on this car, I think is really nice. We'll have a look at that in a sec, but it's a bright, airy cabin when you're looking around. Good visibility, big windows, big mirrors. It's a nice place to be. It's a pleasurable drive. Anyway, let's get back to the garage and we'll have a look around the car. In terms of the outside, there's lots of things I like on the outside of these cars. I think one of the things I like most about them is they were a little bit more seldom. So we sell the Tucson, which is a super popular car and it's a brilliant car, but I like the CRV because you don't see them as much. Some of those reasons were they were a lot more expensive than a Tucson when they were brand new, and that made it a little bit more prohibitive. Nice things on them. See the way the daytime running lights wrap around the headlight, and then they sort of move on and mimic the shape of the chrome grille down along here. There's a nice silver skid plate along through here, and then similarly keeping on the theme of the chrome that we saw up here, the fog lights have a nice wraparound section along there. And when you start to look at the car overall, we put these side steps on it. I think they're really, really nice. And when you start looking around the rest of the car, so you see the skid plate along here matches the side step along here in terms of that kind of brushed aluminium finish. The chrome that's here matches the chrome that's around the windows up through there. The wheels are a nice diamond cut finish, so you see the way they're really shiny and reflective. The side profile of the car then I think looks really nice with those wheels, the side steps, and if you look on top, the what they call it, roof rails going from left to right, which is up here. They're also brushed aluminium, which matches what we've seen on the car already. And the chrome actually and the brushed aluminium work really well, I think, with that twilight blue colour. Again, thinking about the same kind of things as well, there's chrome that is along the boot lid over here. You see the way it even goes into the taillight, and there's more brushed aluminium skid plate along through there, which matches everything we've seen on the car as well. So, like, I suppose twilight blue is a little bit more seldom, and I really like it with the kind of chrome finishes, the little accents, especially those side steps as well. One thing that you're really going to like on this car, I think, is the interior. And even when you're looking on the outside here, you can just get a glimpse of that light beige interior on the inside. It's really, really nice. And again, it really suits the colour, I think. It's nice contrast. A couple of things. You can use the key to lock the car and unlock the car, obviously. Sorry, lock and unlock the car. You can turn on the headlights, turn them off. You can let the windows up, or similarly on a warm and retract wing mirrors, or you can, on a day like today, obviously, drop the windows as well using the key, which is dead handy too, and then you can start to see that really nice interior. So as you can see, it drives really well and it looks really, really cool as well. Let's have a look around the features around the inside of the car. Okay, the boot on this car is really big. So if you compare these to a Tucson or a Sportage, these are actually a bigger boot. There is a spare wheel underneath, which is getting more seldom these days, and the seats are pretty handy in the way that you can drop that seat and you can pull this lever here and it drops the other seat. The windows actually have a nice privacy glass as well. You'll really find that useful if you've got young kids. One really cool thing about these, so to let the seats up, it's literally push, drop. Okay, on the inside, there's nice leather, which looks really nice, and it contrasts the black that's on the door card. Speaker here, obviously, child lock over through here, and then after that you can child lock the rear windows. But look at the angle getting in and out of the car. It's way more square than any other car I've seen in this segment. This is unmarked leather. It is super, super clean and tidy. There's anchorage points here, there's anchorage points over there. You can try and squeeze 3 child seats across the back of these. I wouldn't recommend it. I've seen people do it. It is a bit of a struggle. If you're really looking for 3 child seats across the back, you need a bigger car. But as I said, I have seen it done. Anyway, 3 head restraints, 3 3-point safety belts, nice bit of storage and ventilation in there as well. If you're wondering about how much space there is for a 6-foot adult, when you sit behind yourself like me, that's about the headroom have. And actually the roof is nice and light in colour as well. and when I close it, this is the kind of legroom I have. But I sit up high in the car, like, so I have a good kind of level of visibility. Some cars you kind of sit low behind the seats, but in this one you feel a little bit elevated, so you have good visibility all the way around. Moving into the front of the car then, nice beige along here again, electrics for windows and mirrors, height adjustable seat, lumbar support down here for lower back, absolutely super perfect condition leather. This is then a black leather gear knob and steering wheel in through here. One thing in this car then, it does have, so we actually, we know this car because we've sold it before, and it does have a full service history, and there's another service that we need to do on it now as well, so it'll have a really complete Honda service history. Sit in the car then, over here, electrics for windows and mirrors. This is parking sensors front and rear that make noise. Eco, which reduces how aggressive the cruise control is, how aggressive the throttle is, and how aggressive the air conditioner is in favour of fuel efficiency. This is a cruise control, so you can set your speed and take your foot off the pedal, and you can also limit your speed. Automatic wipers, automatic lights. This button over here changes the IMID, so that's things like clock, average speed, fuel efficiency, all that kind of stuff's in through there. Touch and swipe Android radio with Garmin navigation, so it's pretty straightforward and easy to use. And then reverse camera to go with those parking sensors that we talked about already. Different temperatures on each side of the car in through here. High mounted gear knob, which is quite nice actually when you're using it. Drinks holders in through here. That is a movable armrest. There's also 2 USB points and HDMI if you want to play a video on the screen, and a 12-volt power outlet. And like we said then, drinks holders, these are Bluetooth controls, and that steering wheel then is rake reach, so it goes in and out and up and down as well. This over here then is the electrochromatic rear mirror, so it darkens itself when someone drives up behind you. And then this one here is the conversation mirror, so you can see what's going on in the back outside the car, and you can see what's going on in the back inside the car. So there you have it, that is our Twilight Blue Honda CRV SE Plus Navi. If there's information you want on the car, 086 843 1945, call, text, WhatsApp. Hopefully the video has been useful, hope you like the car. Thanks for watching.